Little girl came crying, begging 100 bikers to stop her stepfather. See what the bikers did. The annual Thunder Valley Bike Rally was in full swing when 7-year-old Emma Rodriguez came running through the crowd of leather-clad bikers, tears streaming down her bruised face. Her small pink dress was torn as she desperately searched for help among the 100 motorcycles parked outside Murphy's Bar and Grill. The sight of the terrified child immediately caught the attention of Jake Hammer Thompson, president of the Iron Wolves MC. The massive man knelt down as Emma collapsed into his arms, sobbing uncontrollably. "Please, please help me," Emma cried, clutching at Jake's leather vest. "My stepdaddy is hurting Mommy again, and this time he said he's gonna kill her. I saw you guys on TV helping kids. Please don't let him hurt my mommy." The crowd of bikers quickly gathered around, their mood instantly turning serious. These weren't just weekend riders. They were members of various motorcycle clubs who had come together for their annual charity ride. Many were fathers and grandfathers themselves. "Where's your mom, sweetheart?" asked Maria Santos, one of the female bikers, gently wiping Emma's tears with a bandana. "At home," Emma hiccuped. "He locked me outside, but I climbed through the dog door. I heard Mommy screaming, and I remembered seeing you guys on the news. I ran all the way here." Jake's jaw tightened. 6 months earlier, their brotherhood had made headlines for protecting an abused child. Word had spread through social media about bikers who stood up for kids in need. "How far is your house?" Thunder, the sergeant-at-arms, asked quietly. 2 streets over. "The blue house with the broken fence," Emma said, pointing toward the residential area. Without hesitation, Jake stood up and addressed the crowd. "Brothers and sisters, we've got a child in danger and a woman being beaten. Who's with me?" The response was immediate and unanimous. Engines roared to life as nearly 100 bikers prepared to ride. But Jake held up his hand. "We do this smart," he announced. "Half of us surround the house. The other half calls the cops. Nobody goes in guns blazing. We're protectors, not vigilantes." Emma climbed onto Jake's bike as the massive convoy headed toward her neighborhood. The sound of 50 motorcycles rumbling down the quiet suburban street was unlike anything residents had ever experienced. At 1247 Maple Street, the blue house sat ominously quiet. Rick Morrison, Emma's stepfather, was a construction worker with a violent temper and drinking problem. He had married Emma's mother, Linda, 2 years ago, and occasional arguments had escalated into regular beatings. The bikers formed a protective circle around the house while Jake approached the front door. The sound of shouting and crashing could be heard from inside. "Rick Morrison!" Jake's voice boomed. "Come outside, now." The noise inside stopped abruptly. After a moment, Rick opened the door, his face flushed with alcohol and rage. He was a big man, used to intimidating others, but the sight of 100 bikers surrounding his property made him step back. "What the hell do you want?" Rick slurred, trying to sound tough despite his obvious fear. "We want you to step away from the woman inside and surrender to the police who are on their way," Jake replied calmly. "Your stepdaughter came to us for help." Rick's face twisted with anger. "That little brat! This is none of your damn business." "Please call them yourself," Thunder said, stepping forward with his phone. "They'll be here in 3 minutes anyway." Behind Rick, Linda Morrison appeared in the doorway, her face swollen and bleeding. Emma screamed and tried to run to her mother, but Maria held her back gently. "It's okay, baby," Linda whispered, seeing her daughter safe among the bikers. "Mommy's okay now." Police sirens filled the air as 3 patrol cars arrived. Officer Patricia Williams, who had worked with the bikers before, approached Jake. "Same situation as last time?" she asked. Jake nodded toward Emma, now safely in her mother's arms. "Little girl came to us for help. Says her stepfather has been beating her mother and threatened to kill her. Rick was arrested without incident, though he continued shouting threats as he was loaded into the patrol car. The bikers maintained their protective formation until he was completely out of sight. Over the following weeks, the Iron Wolves rallied around Emma and Linda. They helped them move to a safe apartment, provided furniture, and set up a legal defense fund. Several bikers who were skilled tradesmen helped Linda find stable employment. Emma's transformation was remarkable. The scared child gradually became confident, knowing she had an army of protectors. She began attending therapy sessions, funded by the Bikers Charity Foundation. "These people saved our lives," Linda told reporters. "My daughter was brave enough to seek help, and these incredible people were there when we needed them most." Rick Morrison was sentenced to 5 years in prison for domestic violence and child endangerment. The judge specifically noted the testimony of the motorcycle club members. The story spread across social media, further cementing the reputation of motorcycle clubs as unlikely protectors. Emma became a mascot for the Iron Wolves, attending charity rides and helping raise awareness about domestic violence. 6 months later, Emma stood on stage at the annual Domestic Violence Awareness Rally, addressing hundreds. Her mother stood proudly beside her. "I want to tell all the kids who are scared like I was, there are good people who will help you. Sometimes they look different from what you expect, but they have big hearts. My biker family taught me it's okay to ask for help." The crowd erupted in applause as Jake and other Iron Wolves members wiped tears from their eyes. This tough group had found their calling in protecting those who couldn't protect themselves. The Iron Wolves established a 24/7 hotline for children in danger, partnering with law enforcement. Other motorcycle clubs across the country followed suit, creating a network of protectors. Linda returned to school to become a social worker, inspired by her experience. Emma excelled in studies and spoke about becoming a police officer. "So I can help kids like my biker family helped me." 1 year later, Emma rode on Jake's motorcycle in the charity parade, wearing a small leather vest with Iron Wolf's little sister embroidered on the back. She waved to the cheering crowd, a symbol of hope and resilience. The story became more than news. It became a testament to community power and standing up for those who can't defend themselves. This incredible story continues to inspire millions worldwide. For more amazing tales of ordinary people doing extraordinary things and updates on Emma's journey, follow our channel. Hit subscribe and the notification bell, because every child deserves heroes and every hero's story deserves to be told.